Hey guys, F-Zero here, back with another video. Well, back with another tips and tricks video. So, as you guys could tell, back then, when we did the unlocking the, let's go over to it. The video when we unlocked the, arcades and the auto mechanic. I'm gonna go ahead and show that video again just so you guys can tell in this video. If you guys want to go and look at my DFC video that I showed you guys, I still can't remember how to point because pointing is not my thing. So yes, I was doing a DLC thinking, oh, okay, why not I do a DLC? So, as you can see, I'm in an online session. So, last time when I did a tips and trick, I was on a invite-only session. So, I'm gonna go ahead and explain behind what the GTA is truly about. So, GTA Online, okay, whatever, there's three things. Well, four things. So there's good sport lobbies, there's bad sport lobbies, there's five. Good sport lobbies, bad sport lobbies, invite only sesh, and friend sesh, and crew sesh. So there it is, four out of them all. And that is what I'm going to get at today. So, if we go, and starting off with the bad sports, because I can't truly show you guys exactly what a bad sports lobby is, because I don't feel like going into a bad sport lobby. Only because I don't want to get Rockstar to say anything about it, because I don't. And if you want to, maybe one of these years I will call Rockstar up and say, hey, by chance can I do a so as you can see, there is the leave GTA Online and you'll just go straight to offline. Well, a bad sport lobby, and there's actually another lobby, which is the one we don't ever talk about. So, bad sport lobbies, there's only 3 lobbies. And if you get kicked from all 3, you go into a lobby that is just by yourself. And you cannot do anything. Well, you can still do things. I at least don't know if you can do them, because I've never been in that lobby before. But you can still start your own sessions if you're in a bad sport lobby. So, I also, in the last video I did for the DLCs, I was talking about how to get this car. Well, I'll also say it now, in this video as well. If you are brand new to the game, in the DLC video, you probably will want to watch that video and to see exactly how this car right here got into my inventory for cars. As you can see, it is a Ocelot, which is a very fast car, and if you guys are just starting out, like I said, for all my videos, if you guys do have just started out, you guys are going to want to do some stuff with it. Give me 1 second. Okay, my coffee's getting cold and it's not starting to taste really bad. Okay. So for the first thing, I don't know if I ever explained this in a video, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with DAX. After I explain I'm gonna actually just drive around for a bit. So a bad sport lobby, okay, I just said it. An online session. So an online session, yes, it is still a little bit bad. You can still run into modders on console, and also any type of things, of course, like modders, modding money, which, okay, we all love money, and Rockstar is a kind of a money gatherer, which we all know you gotta make your profits on your game. A tip, if you are ever wanting to buy money, I would highly unrecommend doing it, but if you do want to, I would want to go and buy of course, one that is going to get you a little farther in the game. So I would say the cheapest bet, if you do get it, ever do decide, oh, I'm gonna go buy money, always buy the one that's the lowest amount of money, because therefore if you total it, it will total a little bit better than you would imagine it would total up to, which is kind of weird in every situation of a standardized area and thing, which of course, and also in GTA Online, there is a bunch of griefers which do go into bad sport lob sessions, which is not really see that. Just, we're gonna stay away from that because I do not feel like dying in a video. For instance, this is also what you get in a session, and it is the most idiotic thing you could ever do, but oh well. This is why I personally start in private mode, which, oh, so we're going into private mode now. Okay, well, you see that private mode is just one that you can play alone, and basically it's an invite-only sesh. That is where you can invite people. For instance, I would do an invite-only sesh to my viewers. That way, if they want to join, they don't have to be griefers. And I can easily kick you guys from an invite-only. And, well, actually, I don't know if I could possibly kick you, but I know I can. And a friends-only is where only your friends can join. And I will really use that as a channel log. And then a crew is where any of your crew members can and will decide, oh, well, why not I just do this? Well, anyways, as you can see, someone else over here has a car that is a Dax car. Which, this is actually kind of funny because I wasn't even thinking about it too. So yeah, like I said, these are free freaking cars, and if you do all the Dax missions for this DLC, and if you don't, and this, I'm not really trying to do it, they'll say about the DLC, because I did explain it, you will get a free car if you do all the Dax missions. I'm gonna, of course, go ahead and put my car in here, but as I summed everything up for you guys, I won't be going into a private sesh only because right now I am doing some stuff with, of course, this, and I will do that when I get to the facility, when I have a facility. So, for instance, for Dax missions, if you're just starting out, and I don't know if I clarified this at all, when you get finished with all your Dax missions, you will get sent over to that area over here. This is your beginning. So you will end up selling all of your stuff. But not, well, that's where you can restart at least. Busy. And once you do your Dax missions, which is funnier than funny, you can modify your acid lab. So for instance, this was what you're really wanting to get if you are brand new and you want to do your Dax missions at first. Because, well, first, always get help with those Dax missions if you are just starting out. so that way you can get better weapons. I honestly had a friend of mine help me out because he said something and I was at a very low level still, and so we did it that way. I think I was at level 20 when I first got all my good weapons, and then actually finished with my Dax missions. They do give you a lot of XP. So as you can see, I am selling, if I keep on selling these, I can actually get 22.
Good to see you.
And what I am going to go currently do is restock this so that way I can get it done. So how you would restock, so if you are a person that, oh, I don't know exactly where we're going. Well, that's the funny part. There is no computer in here. You actually go to this guy right here.
Whoa, excuse me.
Which, yeah, he was out there, but if you go in here, he's also in here. So you can either go ahead and you will no longer pay utilities costs while production is inactive. So that actually does help you out a little bit if you do want to pause it, but I don't really want to pause it. So for instance, I'm out of supplies, which is really good for me right now. So if I go to buy supplies, and you have to buy, yes, always accept because,
but I know exactly who to call.
And if you want to test yourself how to make these, you can actually make it this way, which I think this is a little weird when you think about it. It's actually weirder than you think, because this all right here, like, for whatever reason, you can go right over here, because like I said, acid production boost, you can boost acid production by just doing what I just did. And over here is yours, where you get all of your supplies, and then right here is, of course, where you get all of the things, but you already know that. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go to my bunker. I keep forgetting. I'm gonna actually load up in a private sesh when I go over to here. And get done with this. Sorry. Sorry, it's kind of a little thirsty. So, and what I'm about to say is gonna really confuse you. So, now it's gonna be a little harder to tell exactly who is modding and who is not. So, you can, if you have the Dax, which is awesome now, because when you get the Dax, when you're doing the Dax missions, and you get set up to the Freak Shop, you automatically get this gun area, which now you can upgrade your guns here. So if I were to go and want to upgrade, which I'm not going to personally upgrade until I have a million. So for instance, I upgraded this, and if you're wondering exactly why there's a green magazine on here, well, hollow point rounds. If I were to go to toggle, full ammo would be right there. So I just, of course, toggled full ammo. It is a really freaking good thing if you do, and like, you have enough money. Always toggle and get these filled. And I'll show you exactly how much hollow point tips are, because hollow point tips, if you really were to look at it, muzzle scopes, which, oh, you can put scopes on these things? Barrels? You can, of course, probably put more barrels on it, because this is a Mark II weapon, and if you're wondering exactly how you find MK, you have to upgrade the the gun, and then you get MK, and then you can modify it. So for instance, I'm going to go to Tense, Classic, and I'm going to go find my camo, because I really want my camo on his gun. And also, I'm bored and want to modify a little bit, because I want to see what the camo looks like. I know I have it, but evidently I can't do it in the Docs lab, so of course. And also, and I will go to a gun shop just to show you this, because the next stop is my bunker. And you do get your barrels, your magazines, extended clip, default clip, and then your transfer rounds. Extend clip. So if I were to extend clip, I don't think I'll have the hollow point, but I don't really want to test that out. Hollow point rounds. So as you can see, and if I were to do that way too, because if I were just to extend clip, I would lose that, and I don't want to lose that. This item can be unlocked for... So, as you can see, these are freaking researches. So, I don't like the research process, and as you can see, now you see the research. And that's how I got the hollow point tips. So, and I'm gonna help you guys out, so if you guys do think someone's modding, which sucks more when someone thinks that you're modding. So there are game mechanics to this, and it's annoying as crap when you really think about it, because you don't realize how bad people get reported because, oh, they have explosive rounds, oh, they have modified rounds, oh, you're modding. Like, that's because they're not actually modding. And you're probably asking, well, explosive ammo is always modding. No, actually it's not, which I figured out. And I'm about to show you why. So as you can see, hollow point tips is kind of like modding, but it's not. That is one of the game mechanics. It's a modification to your rounds. It's basically... So, if I go over and I'll show you guys in the bunker, how everything works. So give me 1 second to even show you guys. Just give me 1 second, because I do have to go ahead and go... See, as you can see, someone else has the Oxel. And I'm hoping he doesn't blow it up. Of course, he was probably worried that I was going to blow him up. And I won't blow necessarily anyone up with an Oxel, or... because I'm not a griefer. I don't like griefing, unless... if you start a war with me, I will deal with that. That's just how I roll. And it is a little bit annoying that I do it, but oh well. You're gonna think twice when you really think about it. Right. So, I'm looking for my grandmother, my aunt. Okay, so, I'm gonna go ahead and go over... Oh, and as you can see about the camo, yes, that is also via research. And you're, like I said, it's really confusing, and you probably noticed it there. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Gun Shop just to explain what MK is. Again, MK is another one to help you guys out. I don't know exactly how long a tips and tricks video is gonna be, because of course I've never really experimented with tips and tricks, and I've never had my videos cut out. For a while, since we are on an improved network, too. I really do not want to hit that police car, because otherwise I will get a star. And this is really, really annoying, too. Because I was trying to figure out exactly how an MK works, and I was asking this yesterday, because I converted my gun into an MK, and I was experimenting a little, because I couldn't figure out exactly, so I asked Ree, what is an MK, and how do you do it? Oh, you have to go to your DAX, or your agency, or any of that, just to upgrade it. So that's exactly how that works. As you go to a DAX, I'm trying to sum this up really quick, I know I'm talking really fast, because I am not wanting to do this an hour. Like I said, a normal GTA Online thing is probably going to convert almost to an hour to 30 minutes to 2 hours, because I'm doing a video of just me doing something, and just because I like to do updates and all of that, and since I'm just giving you guys a tour of Los Santos Customs, and also I'm gonna go into a live, well, a online, so I can get from different opinions. So this is gonna be interesting. Hey everyone, I know that you guys probably don't like mics, but I am live streaming, and if you guys do want to go watch this live stream, I'm just doing a tips and tricks video, so any of you guys that have a mic, can you guys by chance help me explain what research is? By chance? Because I'm doing the tips and tricks video, and it's gonna be really hard for me to explain since I'm still at a low level. Anyone? Hello? Okay. Shows me my luck with this guy. There's not really, if you go over to others, chats, it doesn't necessarily work with you. So as you can see, and I can't remember how to point, like I said, it's so annoying. And, you look at the one that I'm going to be facing right here on the top of this one right here. That one is going to be grayed out. Right there. I was wondering exactly because I was trying to figure out exactly how to... Oh, wait, no. It would be this one right here that was on the bottom. Because this is a micro SMG, and the SMG will be grayed out, and it says, revert to the stock variant to customize this item. Well, weapon. Whatever. Basically item. But, you can see I can still look around and look at it, what it would look like. But I can get all these grayed out. If I truly, well, at least the ones. These, this one I can't really do anything with.
Oh, they're coming alright. I'll let you decide who they are.
And, yeah. This is just... This one actually is a little weird because you don't realize this at all with your newer type classic of games. All these, you can unlock more weapons. It's not really that bad if you do. Of course, you have that large frickin' parachute. No one really uses them. I don't ever fly that much or jump out. But as you've seen, that was grayed out of a mission. And if I look at the, and I'll show you how you'll tell. So, they'll, when you upgrade this to your stock mission, or your stuff for, of course, your MC, well, not your MC, but, micro, it also says SMG MK2. And once you upgrade these to a variant, you can only have so much of that kind of weapon. And for instance, if I shoot one of these, it's a little louder because I don't have a scope, which sucks. But I'm not afraid to lose one weapon to show you guys. Well, one bullet just to show you guys exactly what it sounds like. So that was what the MK sounds like, which you guys don't really need to know about that. But now I'm going to go over and show you how to get explosive ammo and use one of the game mechanics. I know how to use some game mechanics to my advantage. So, for instance, I ran into, and people do think I'm modding because of doing this. What I did, but I don't ever show this little thing. So if you do run into a gas tank with this vehicle, so you know normally your vehicles will probably blow up. Well, just so you know, that is not always the case. Knowing that is kind of stupid as crap, because you really think about it, it's dumb. So basically what I'm going to go over and show you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this up, and I'll go to my MC, well I probably won't, I'll go to my nightclub after this. The Arena War, I'm not going to really, I know for a fact you can upgrade some of your weapons because that is a private area for your mechanic and all that for your gun. So as you can see, assigned staff. So as you can see currently, I could just do fast track research, but I don't have, as you can see, and I'll show you something about that. And I don't really want to do much of using my resupplies. What's my phone doing? I'm turning it off. So, as you can see, I went down. There is a really easy way to get back up, and that's sell acid. So, as you can see, I'm not at a area with this, and I'm not about to show you something. So your weapon text were delivered for you a new weapon modification is good to go back and take a look. So if I truly wanted to ever, so as you can see, that's a new project, and I have hollow point tips, and I have a pistol MK to compress it. I cannot read that. We don't talk about it. I'm sorry. So as you can see, this is all your unlocks, and this is, as you can tell, this is a hollow point round. So that is gonna really say something. If I go over to here, red, you'll see, because I can't do a via unlock. This right here is what you're probably going to see, and once I unlock this, I will show you guys what these are for myself, so that way you can tell I am not modding. And also, this, what I was told was explosive, armor penetration. I might be getting these wrong. I can't really tell you guys what these all are, but I know that yellow one is explosive round. And you may be wondering exactly, okay, what are explosive rounds and why that seems like you're modding? Well, no, not necessarily. You can do via research, and I was thinking my Ree was modding when he told me this. But he was started getting into it, depth, and all of that. And it's really, really weird about it, and I feel really bad for doing this. But, oh, and also, on the upgrades of that computer, upgrade them and you'll get all of this. So equipment upgrade, you'll tell like that, and then you'll staff upgrade, which makes your research or your stock value go up. I would highly recommend, and recommended this because he was starting out and he told me this, I would highly recommend doing your research first. Once all of your stuff is done with it, then fine, so be it. But do a research phase first, and then if you want, go over. I'm gonna go, of course, go to my last location of here. Well, MC. Okay, so it's gonna be straightforward for your CEO business. Now, if you guys do want to see, I can show you guys. Here, I'll just stop by MC. Well, not the MC, but the CEO business. So, for instance, I did show you all that, the guns, the devs, not the devs, but the, game, yes, there are game mechanics, and there are game exploits. Game exploits are mods, and the game mechanics are, like, stuff you can do in game. So, for instance, I will tell you exactly how, if you do run into a gas tank by accident, hurry up and go to your interactions menu, go over to vehicle, go to return personal vehicle to storage. I can't return it right now because, of course, I'm in my vehicle. And it does say return, and it should automatically, before it blows up, you want to make sure you do this right away, otherwise you will lose it. I'm not going to do it because I was really, like, I almost thought I was going to blow up anyways. Like, I do not really want to spend a fortune over something I accidentally did. And this is because I also didn't know how to work this vehicle at all. And like that, like, it is a very hard vehicle to turn, but this exact mission, well, this exact thing, and as you can see, it's kind of lagging. I'm gonna go ahead and go over. I don't really care where my vehicles go, so that's what's sad. I'm gonna go, of course, to my computer as quick as possible, because I need to head off for a minute, and then go from there. Well, and I'm really stupidly mad about this whole freaking situation.
There's the boss.
It's not cool at all with these at times. And it makes me so freaking mad that you really think about it and you can't ever use these exploits. Well, why am I saying exploits? Because exploits is mostly modding. And also, if you do see Jets, this is why Jets also do a little bit. They nerfed freaking, okay, so I will say GTA did nerf the oppressor because people do mod a lot with those things. Well, not mod, but there are a lot of glitches, but I won't ever show them because I do not want to get my account suspended. I have done some. There is stuff where you can do, and it's weird as crap because if you think about it, so I can currently hold, as you can see, it says 0 out of 58 crates. Well, that is the funny part. So the best part about it, you're going to start out mostly with, when you first start your MC businesses, you're going to start off with the conference state, well, not the conference, but you're going to start off with the small. Now, if I go over to a medium, which I actually did not know that you could do that. Okay. Oh well. That actually helps me out a lot. So, as you can see, owned is, I only have 2 owned. But if you go to large, I would highly recommend doing 1 medium and 1 small, and then doing your large. And just do 3 larges because you do get a lot of money off of the large. And then, like, if you do grinding like I would do, and I would do this for your first time, do your docks and then do all this. So, now, what I'm going to go over to do, and if you do special cargo as well, that should get you, well, the car facilities, that should get you a lot of money as well.
As long as it's legal.
So if I go now to, before I do anything else, before I leave, and go over to, here, I'm gonna go ahead and go over to my, of course, my nightclub. Nightclub, and then we'll go from there. I haven't died at all. Do not, and I will say, if you're ever doing game exploits well, not really game exploits, it's not really anything, just don't do modding in general, and like, if you want to get your account reset, which is not, I'm glad I moved from there, because I think someone just died over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over to nightclub, of course. I love this fast vehicle because I can just do this. And it does, the fast vehicles, if you're doing, or the oppressor, like flying vehicles, do get you to places a lot faster. And flying actually gets you 10 times faster, but a faster vehicle, if you're not, and you're brand new, it's gonna come along really great. And like I did say, is I'm at a low level, so bear with me on some of the things, because I know a lot more about this game because of PC, and I was at a very high level, and I had all my businesses, which I'm not going to really care that much for, because I was just mostly buying cars and driving around. That was all I could do. Because I had everything maxed out. I couldn't even tell what research was. I didn't even do research, I just did nothing. Just wanted to drive around, that's what I would do. But that's personally my opinion for doing all this. Okay, but I did everything because otherwise it's gonna say, oh, well, you didn't do this. So, my actual vehicle, this vehicle right here, is actually supposed to be in here. My nightclub basement too, of course. But I, of course, put it over in my facility because I do spawn a lot in my facility. I'm gonna, of course, start spawning in my nightclub, that way, I'm not doing anything. Yeah, you do go through the door, apparently. I don't think, they fixed that yet at all. So I'm just gonna go over here, since, as you may be wondering exactly what stock is, well, this is what stock is. And now, as you can see, I have all my upgrades, of course, and I'm not going max capacity yet. God, that scared the living crap out of me. If I go over here, max capacity of what you can do, and as you can see, this is of total earnings. I have only 24 of my DJ and all that. So, as first, do upgrade, well, buy all 5 of those, well, of warehouse technicians, and then go over to nightclub upgrades, and then buy all the upgrades. And then, as you're done, and you have at least one facility as a CEO, you'll have, of course, cargo and shipments, sporting goods, and that would be your first 2. I think cargo and shipments is the first thing you have when you get your nightclub. I have not fully unlocked this. These you get from your MC business. So, for instance, I'm trying to get all my MC businesses. And, you will have to swap over. And when you're doing sell goods, I can't really sell goods right now. Only because I don't have most of the stuff I need. And if I were to get Femic research, I would be able to do that, and I don't have that. So that's why I want to get all these, and I want to get all these maxed out beforehand, and then start doing orders. Because if you're doing this, and it's really, really easy, get all of your businesses, max them all out, and if you have all these maxed out, for all of your research, well, not your research, but filled up, I would highly recommend doing this. Keep them max capacity of what these hold in the area of what your work is, and then go ahead and do all these. The rest of whatever you don't have, make sure those are filled, and once those are filled and fully upgraded, you will get a ton of money, and I promise you, it would be a ton. So, for instance, if I would have had all these I wouldn't have this much if they weren't upgraded. If I get my organic produce fully upgraded, I will have more than 230. And that is really hard to say exactly how you do that. I'm of course waiting because I want to get my whole warehouse filled. But for further ado, as you've seen of the video, of this tips and tricks video, that was all I have to show you guys for this video. So, F-Zero signing off. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you do not miss another video.